It's Jen with Quality Crafts, and today I want to show you how to make a teepee card. And by that I don't mean teepee as in toilet paper, I mean teepee as in like a tent card, one that'll stand up on its own. So I have started off with three 3x3 3" by 3" squares. And technically the card will be made with 6x6s, and I have those shown here. And we'll get to that, but just to give out the tutorial really quick for those of you who don't want to wait around for measurements, I'm going to do it in a 3x3 so you can see it. And then you can expand that to a 4x4, a 5x5, a 6x6, you know, whatever size of card that you want. So each one of your squares are going to be scored and folded in half. And you need 3 of them. So again, mine are 3x3. I'm scoring them right down the center, and then I'm going to fold each one of them in half. Okay. Okay. Just going to move this out of the way so I can show you how this goes together. The first 2 pieces are going to go lined up together at the top so that you have a little triangle that sticks out here. And so the bottom where it's going to stand is going to have this point coming up here. And so this part right here is where you're going to want to put your glue. I'm just eyeballing, I'm just guessing where I think it should go because I want to show you real quickly how this goes together. Right, and then the next one, of course, it's going to go right on the top of that one. It'll end up looking like a big rectangle going straight across, and you'll have a point at the bottom. Or if you want to set it up this way, you can see that it's going to overlap here and here for the next one here. And it's going to create that pyramid for you. Let's put some adhesive here. I just want to show you 2 different ways because we all learn differently. We all see things differently. So if you're watching it from it this way, you'll have a square in the center and a rectangle that goes across, and then eventually this will come together here. But we're not going to glue this down because we want to be able to fold our card flat for mailing. That's the whole point of the teepee card. So what you'll have is, on this last fold on the inside here, you'll have a piece of Velcro or a magnet or something that will stick it together so that when your recipient gets it in the mail, it will pop back up into the shape it's supposed to be and connect and then stand for them. Okay, and then you can put it back out like this and you can decorate it up. Okay, so I showed you how to make this one in the 3x3. Now I'm going to show you with our 6x6 cardstock. A lot of us have already bought 6x6 paper pads, so that makes it a lot easier. And these are thick enough to be cardstock, called cardstock. They're not the flimsy paper, and that's the kind I suggest. And when you're using this kind, we're going to put it together exactly the same way. The benefit to this would be the fact that you don't have to worry about putting all your paper on the outside because you're already using pattern paper, so every one of these will be colored, all your outside pieces will be colored, and then you can go ahead and embellish right away. So that's why I brought these out here, because I wanted to show you that. So if you're in a hurry and you just want to make one really quick, I suggest using this kind of paper so that you don't have to worry about that. Now, if you want a quick way of measuring, if you happen to make this in white, I've got another one here to show you that way. If you're going to do it in white, so we all have a lot of white cardstock floating around, at least I do. You'll put it together the same way and you'll have your teepee, okay? And I'll just show you on here. So it looks the same way as that little tiny one did. Same shape, okay? Just bigger. I took a 6x6 piece of paper and I cut it directly in half. That will give you the halves that you need to put on the outside of your card here. Of course, I don't like it to cover exactly to the edge. That might be the look you're looking for. You might want a little bit of a border. If you want a little bit of a border, just go in, just take this in and cut off a little piece of it from either side. However big you want your border to be. And then you'll have one that doesn't go all the way to the edge, but gives you that little bit of a white border. I'll hold that up so you can see that. See, there's a little white border around the whole thing. So it's as simple as that. And I love that the Tepee cards are all like one measurement. So 6x6, or in this case 3x3. And then all you're doing is cutting the papers in half to embellish it. And then you could add anything else that you want. So I've got these 3 pieces that I'd like to put together and embellish, and I'm going to go fast forward on this and I'm going to put one of these together for you. So I just added some really simple embellishments to the center of my flowers, just make them stand out more to balance the color. And I don't know if I'll leave this guy on there, but he's the only little image that I happen to really like that I had laying around that matched. So just to show you that you can add whatever you want to it, any kind of embellishments or sentiments that you want. And then of course it all folds down so that you can mail it. And I'll put some pictures at the end so that you can see it a little bit more up close. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next video.